Good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you are. I'm your local storyteller, Grirdi. Today we have more Genshin Impact and later Cozy Minecraft. To which Cozy Minecraft will be creative mode mainly, so it is the cozy aspect of building monstrosities of creations while being more soft-spoken. And as well as having chill music, likely like the music playing right now, unless I just leave it on Minecraft music. The world I have for that is so pretty. There's like cherry blossom biome and then mountain biome right next to it. So it'll be good. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and get into Genshin because the story was getting good. Yesterday's stream was cool. Now hopefully it shows up because I believe I started it correctly, but I'm very tired, so okay, it worked. Nice. We're almost done with Leeway's story, but because I had taken my meds last night, I had to end after a point, and we didn't know how long left there was, so I just went ahead and stopped. I'm gonna go ahead and get my dailies out of the way first, though. The stream was a little bit late today because it was very cold. I didn't want to get out of bed. And I'm trying not to stay sick. Ugh. I slept for like 10 hours. I did do some cooking after stream, but I'm probably gonna do a little bit more cooking so I can make sure I have stuff, so I'm not dying constantly. What? You thought.
Settle down.
Let me just get over here. Also, if you see my model freaking out again, I have my breakfast. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Easy peasy. Wait. Nice. What is the next one? Nom nom. Hello, person. What a shame I can't use the material either. What are you working on? I mean to write a new book on Mondstadt's history. It focuses on Animo, and I'm looking for inspiration here. If you think about it, this place is an ideal spot. There's a statue of the seven that represents Animo, and a tree that's closely linked to the legend of the great hero Vanessa. Yeah, I know this might sound funny. Looking for and gathering Animo without a vision, which I lack, is too difficult. In this so-called search for inspiration, Why, I'm just starting in space here. Most of my materials synthesized from secondhand resources as well. That was a lot of S's. That's the life of a person without a vision on this content. To do much and yet achieve little. One cannot use the power of the elements without a vision. Whether in research or in life, those without them must live like outsiders in their own world. Maybe in the eyes of the gods, vision wielders are the main characters of this world. Alright, settle down. Sorry I said too much, and while I did say all of this, I won't give up on my research. I don't have a vision, but I won't lose in terms of scholarship. I've also heard that you can use the elements without a vision. If you could help me grab some objects imbued with animo, that would really help me on my research. Could you help me climb this tree and have a look? What do you need? You can see the elements, yes? I reckon you just need to follow the trail of animo and search that way. I'll be waiting for you under the tree. If you find anything, just bring it down to me. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot how to do that. Was it no? No. No. Oh, that's definitely not it. No. 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 Just pressing keys. 1 second.
Windblade.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't remember how to do that. Oh wait. I remember now. I saw egg. Oh, it's down what I'm looking for. Did I not actually have to climb?
I'll keep this close.
Let me back up. That's not how far I wanted to back up. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Searching the tree for 3 traces of the wind. Okay, I'll just go up, up. I had to mute my mic or turn down the gate. Be right back. Okay. If I randomly stop speaking for a bit, it's because there was stuff going on in the house. Or outside. And it gets loud. Can I just... Nice. Wait, but now I want more for myself. Some more. Okay, I have one for myself. Take it. Leaves, let me have a look, please. If you even put them inside a box. When held in your hand, these leaves will do allow you to feel the anime within them. To think this tree really had this power. If only I had a vision, then I wouldn't have to waste this much time. Alright, chill. Thank you. This is very precious resource, and I'll use it as such. Still, I don't have any method of preserving these leaves. Is it fully possible that anime would dissipate all too quickly? Still, take this as recompense. Who knows, this might need to call on you in the future to help me collect research material. Eat my food.
Silence! Settle down!
Might have to turn my mic down again.
Silence!
Get down from there. You know what? I'm gonna go first.
Settle down!
I go.
Bow your head.
Adventuring down.
The tides beckon.
Oh, that's where he was.
Silence!
You know what? Come over here. That way I can get help. Let me just get my item. Get down. I will come up there. Somehow. Down. Can I just like do this?
Retribution.
No, it's too low. Oh well, I don't care anymore. He can stay up there. I don't feel like doing that one. I got other things to do. Serious business. Yeah, this way. Give me all the berries. No, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. Oh, look at them. They're just doing a little jig.
Settle down.
I'm about to ruin their day. That's not nice.
Bow your head.
Oh. Really? Seriously, just do that?
Settle down.
Nah. Give me all those items. Radish. I think that was all. Yeah. Yeah, that was all of them. Okay, if I randomly keep putting it down, I might have a short stream today.
Thank you for complete.
Cause I don't like not yapping. Oh, I did it like 3 times and never got it.
Ad Astra Abyssa.
Give me all my items. Nice. Now I cook more before story. Must cook. Sugar. Mint jelly, more needed. Oh, I can only make one sugar anyways. I'll do that. I can gather more. Well, I just gather more. Da, 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 da. I have come to steal all of your items. Okay. Start over here. I'm sure the stuff replenishes, yeah. Chill morning. Okay, that's all that you had. Give me this. I don't want to go too far now. Because I'll get sidetracked if I do that. There's a mushroom there. Give me all your items. They're all mine. Oh, why did I climb that? Get off. Why do you have wheat in there? Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom. I'm here to steal. And no one's going to be upset with me. Because I am your version of a warrior light. Da, 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 da. Give me all your ingredients. They're mine. All for me. I almost missed that flower. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm talking like this now. But I got a potato. It's okay. Yoink. Whoa. Apple. That's where I came in. Hey, that's not what I wanted. No, we want cabbage. My cabbages. Okay, I think that's all I can get this time. Let me go cook now in my little hidey hole. And then I'll cook and yap IRL. More mushroom. They're all for me. Obtain. More sugar, please. I eat my own food. Mm. It's kind of like a weird day for me. But hopefully it all goes better. Oh my bad. Nom nom nom. It's pretty noisy right now, so this stream might be smaller than usual. As long as I can finish Leeway's story, then I'll be fine. Mm-mm-mm. I can make flour. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Yeah, they're being pretty loud, so it might be a short stream. We're back on the mute. I'll be right back. Testing. There we go. Get all this. I wanted to make spaghetti. Cook. Oh, needs more meats. Auto cook 3. Mint jelly. Radish. So many mushrooms. Sure. Everyone knows I need the help. Ham. And they need flour. Flour. Cook. And then salad. Oh, I had to use all my apple. Oh, that makes sense because usually I just shove the apples in my face. Then it should be good to do stuff. Bam, 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 ba, ba. Da, 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 raw meat, raw meat. Ham. Delicious. Okay, that's enough. Do the story. Ah. That's me right now, though. Zhongli. We have business to attend to. That sounded so sarcastic. Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast. Hey. I'm ready. I'll fight people.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Ooh, shit.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that.
That's the fucked up part about his name, is that it could be like saying his name but also calling him a child.
Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you.
Ready stance.
One of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe
Signora.
we've met once before. In the city of bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
I'm not gonna stay calm. I play as I am, rabid. I still have time to take it back.
No, don't let her get to you.
Paimon, this is my time. I need to be chaotic if I want to be.
You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle.
Hey. Don't you mention it. I had so much food.
So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Yeah, but Child and I are besties after we bonded over battle. That's how it goes with combat sexual characters.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Paimon? No, you didn't. Shut up.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end.
No, that was probably the better part of our relationship.
Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you.
I've dealt with your kind, battle sexual people.
The real deceivers here are Signora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
No, and Zhongli.
Actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
Agreement.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
What the fuck did you get out of it? What if I just snatch it? Come on, get it. Get it. Get it. Sick.
How sanctimonious.
I mean, I did have my suspicions mainly because I knew.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
I don't understand. Wink, wink.
A little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky and all of Lyric goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Get him.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait,
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You've finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, Have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
Did you have another plan?
That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people.
All thanks to me, by the way. Give me a
It
treat.
is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping efforts of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, traveler.
I'm still gonna beat your ass for that, by the way.
All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god.
Okay, you can retire into my party.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me?
Not
You
really.
practically kept me in the dark.
No. You were in the dark with me and we battled. Best outcome.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight?
Honestly, I would like to see that. Go ahead. We were both fooled though.
Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace, no?
Yeah.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
He's so angry.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
What the fuck? That's what I want to ask you. What could be possibly worth a gnosis?
Right. As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
Hmm.
I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts.
It's cryo. I thought it was something else. Thought it was the lightning one. I was wrong.
As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
How about I cover it from you when I beat your ass for this? What do you have to say?
Can't absorb so much information at once. So, Zhongli, what sort of contract did you sign with the Cryo Archon? Paimon's so curious.
One of the clauses of our contract was not to divulge any of its contents.
Really?
You're so petty.
Ugh. After the dust settles, it went so quick.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
You right, Paimon, let's go. We climb because I don't know pathways. Pathways are imagination. They are futile. Oh, follow the road. Oopsie. I didn't do that. I'll go around and act like I did. See, I totally was following it.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't...
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
I almost want to feel bad for him, but at the same time, we're frenemies now.
They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Well,
So, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed.
yeah, I almost feel bad for him.
I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel.
Ugh.
Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
Yeah, let's listen. Ay. I am here.
Hear ye all, the Chising's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed.
What's the truth gonna be?
Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Why you touch me?
Paimon needs a translation on what the Chising's announcement said.
He was murdered.
So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot.
You probably did.
Could the Chising already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything.
Well,
Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
possible.
Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
They started without me, the person that helped get a lot of the ingredients. Hello, I'm here.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
I wouldn't say that. Things change. Even if it is tradition. Even if it is a rule set. Things will change, people adapt. Lives will adapt. There's always a way.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes!
Me?
She really is looking our way.
Dabs on the mic. Yeah.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young.
I'm timeless. I'm beauty.
The Liyue Chising always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long.
Uh-huh.
Name your price. You deserve that much.
The power of Geo.
Whoa.
The power of Geo.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
That's okay. Talk to people. Does it matter who?
Perhaps
Honestly, I don't care what you have to say to me. You swindled me. Not the perfume person.
And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here, thinking you'd like it.
Shut up, lady.
But it seems as if those perfumes really were meant to be offered to Rex Lapis.
That's what I told you.
Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love, they say. And that's 3 gone in 1 stroke.
Why are you like this? I don't even like you. Madam!
As for the mortals and adepti of Liyue, what shape shall our relationship take from now on?
You. We need to have some words in private.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Paimon with the guilt trip.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Shinya kiosk.
Yeah, I deserve it.
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Shinya kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
Paimon's like, you're poor.
You're right. I do lack the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do.
How boring.
When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Damn, Paimon.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you.
It was a fine journey.
That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the 7.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed.
Who's the guy?
The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
Inazuma Shogunate.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Hmm.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Tevat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Uh-oh.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
That's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm.
Draft measures, but understandable. She's doing it for her people.
The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles.
Heavenly principles.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Ooh. What about Child? I feel bad for him.
Before the Cheesing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything on Child.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Cheesing from defeating the ancient god. Wukong is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, including the envoys of the Fatui. Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now.
Oof.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Nah, I don't want to hear about anything else.
I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Why are you like this? Adventure rank 3. Oh wait, I can get my teapot now, I think. What are all these quests? Oh, there's so much going on. Huh? Chapter 3, Act 4. Chapter 1, Act 4. Forward Quest, Lupus Minor, Act 1. Dainzif. There's so many quests to work on. What the fuck?
All right then. Was that all then?
I have so much to do now. Teapot, go to quest. We gotta do that first. I want my teapot. Teapot, 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 teapot. Out of my way. Madam.
Children, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Hello.
What is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
You're too kind.
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it.
Okay.
When I traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds. That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you.
Yes.
Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy.
What is subspace creation?
Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world.
ID.
The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
A trinket, you say?
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
What are the missing materials?
Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days.
Are you mistrusting my power? And what are those, if I might ask?
Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glazed lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it.
What, did you like send Shao to do it?
In any case, Smaragdus Jadeite is an Adepti treasure, and the Adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Is it Shao?
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help...
Or is it the tiny child?
You, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
Ah, yeah, it's the girl that came up after the fight.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny.
Oh, someone else.
Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yen Fei, I believe you already heard of the traveler.
Oh, I've seen her.
Traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of
You're the
Dissension.
one that yaps, aren't you?
You fought off the Millilith
From my memory.
first and made contact with the Fatui. Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chising. What a shame.
A shame.
A shame that we didn't meet sooner.
Okay.
If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you.
Alright, chill.
Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yenfei.
She's like, chill.
Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yenfei. She's always been like this. Ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Are you actually an Adeptus?
I was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Oh. Okay.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yenfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
Yeah, give me my reward, please.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Those look like the special edition Berserk books. or even the Death Note books.
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusell. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some.
We'll go with you.
Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Uh-oh.
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. That's a first for sure. Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
That means you do not say a word. Wait, hold up. I want to talk to her again.
Some people find Yanfei to be rather demanding. Do try to be gracious with her.
Okay, only because you asked me to, Granny. Oh, it's close by. I thought this was gonna be like far. Get out of my way! I want my teapot. Wait. I saw something I want. Ah, I can't get to it. Oh well. Oh. I'll just save that, I guess, somehow. Ugh. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Krusell. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
Give me all your goods.
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of Smaragdus jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize. I've already rented them out to a lady named Zhiqiao. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait quite some time.
Wait, isn't Smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Zhiqiao before renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Miss Zhiqiao in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Zhiqiao lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract.
Are we gonna steal them or something?
I'll mark it on your map for you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Krusell. We'll be off now.
Why can't you just tell me where you got it? I have no problem stealing it. In fact, it would be hilarious. Is it in here? No, it's not. Uppy? More? What? How? I almost walked past that. How embarrassing. Get down. Stop. Oh, from... Okay, I see. That's gonna make me pull my hair out, basically. I just need the jade. Please, I would like my teapot.
Oh, whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
Give me all your money.
Monsieur Chow, we understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins? I can't lend them to you right now. I've lost them. I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice.
Why'd you need them in the first place?
My family is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Would you... I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Monsieur Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Juqiao somehow.
I don't want to ask if it's unfair because it's hilarious.
Must be a win-win solution.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossell the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher? Oh no.
Uh-oh. Juqiao looks like she's about to faint.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins.
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the jadeite is genuine or not? Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the jadeite is genuine, would there?
Seems right.
Uh-huh.
Please, don't trouble yourselves over this. The fact is, I lost the item and I should pay compensation per the contract.
It's a huge sum.
However much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants after all. It's vital that we keep our word and respect our contracts. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossel in the dark any longer. I'll go and inform him of the issue and then negotiate the amount of compensation.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins. So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you feel?
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade. My family has seen much jade pass through in the past, so I am quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
Smooth to the touch. Finest quality jade.
There's something the matter.
No, it's nothing.
You touched it? You're not supposed to touch it, right?
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Jiqiao in tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins? I trust you're quite satisfied with them?
That's why he sounded nervous.
About that.
You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they are?
Shut up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Truly I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our contract. Every last mora.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus jadeite? I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes, and if I may just confirm again, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus put into the hairpins, correct?
You wouldn't be able to touch it though. That was the thing.
Of course! Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
Alright, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Looks like we'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
I just want my teapot. I just want my teapot.
Miss Yanfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how much I owe?
Oh, I clicked on something. Whoops.
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the Orin laid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus jadeite after all.
Because they're not supposed to be able to touch it.
You implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy. If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all, in fact.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossel's vicinity. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus Jadeite in his possession.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose his dirty scam right to his face!
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Oh.
If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave. And then, he'd throw the into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions at my disposal. I'll share them with you in due course.
I need you to just do it.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me, Miss Yunfei.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, can I ask you to please sign this contract?
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track.
If I had more every time.
Yunfei is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract. Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if you will take it, Miss Yunfei.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well.
Paimon looks so freaked out, just like big-eyed.
And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
Such an ordeal.
Alright, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve, once we've got some things squared away.
Can it really be straightforward because I just blew my teapot?
I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which case, hopefully this should be—
Miss Yunfei,
I'm gonna start skipping past.
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geo-energy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it. But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to— I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. If Mr. Crossel had his ore worked on it, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
You. We meet again.
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to— Oh! It's you, Miss Yunfei. Is something the matter? Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear on all that is sacred.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnine merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnine merchant named Crossel, you say? I do remember that. He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus Jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in fact.
A few loose shavings.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at them.
That is a few loose shavings.
If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings. Yes, it's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
Then,
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? Well, we might as well give elemental sight a shot. So, did you find anything?
not a tricks.
Are different. But wait, how come Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time.
Why couldn't...
These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price. And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
Never mind, Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossell...
Unusual actions
He's
have
trying to
unusual
fleece you.
reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
Speak more.
Miss Yenfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus jadeite, uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask...
He's like, am I gonna get in trouble?
Oh, I have my reasons. Yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossell brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yenfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
Don't worry, you're not in
I
trouble.
wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossell won't dare try to deny what he did.
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Aha! Got it! Singsi.
Well, that was quick.
Because lots of people come to me for, as you know, Liyue Harbor is this, but the amendments made by the Tianquan, as such,
I'm getting tired.
like myself, provide.
So you help them make sense of the law.
Yes, well, that's no obstacle because
You, Mem?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is. Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. Height.
Again with that casual.
Well, that's that then.
I'm like getting so tired of her talking. I just want my teapot. Hello again.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened?
did the client from last time
have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Crossel? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications. This work was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Inksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Gee.
Mr. Crossel wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself, the item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Sinksy. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure. It isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
Not against you. Does your nose lighting keep change?
Nothing to worry about. Just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
Nature of legal consultant.
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
One of my wives. Okay.
The weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you want to speak to him for?
Not a weirdo, a wife.
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
Time to go see him. It's so beautiful.
Please, show me your prescription. My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs.
I'm here for you.
And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Oh, the lights went off.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality, and their illness will only ever get worse. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yenfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yeah.
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment.
I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if your pressing business might be related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
Ah, you needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
Don't worry about it.
You're too kind. Take care now.
Take care now.
Take care now, everyone.
You're so beautiful. I'm sorry, Paimon. I was focused. I don't want to walk all the way over there.
Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossel.
That's because he likes gossip. You. I want my teapot.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Uh-huh.
My investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Yes, you owe.
According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossel, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
No. Nope.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Okay.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
I'm the paper person. Yep, here you go.
This is a processing record from the Jade
Me
Mystery,
just-
along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
I don't know if that was loud or if it even picked up on my mic, but I was flipping around my notebook.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the Nephrite, he returned the valuable Jadeite core to me, and some Nephrite remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he can't...
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
Legal evidence.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid...
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either.
You know, you could be right.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence...
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors?
Pharmaceutical evidence.
Decisive proof of our case.
What's this?
You can't touch it, you dumb.
Smaragdus Jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus Jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus Jadeite?
I had no idea.
Okay.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient, considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear Mr. Crossell. If you knew of Smaragdus Jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually
inlaid with genuine Smaragdus Jadeite? Is that what you were about to say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Ms. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
He's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
Legal stuff.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus Nephrite. But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus Jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation too. I went to Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made of Smaragdus Nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus Jadeite. I kept the real Smaragdus Jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again.
Give it to me.
I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Jiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
So why did you charge?
Exactly. If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus Jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
Good.
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
10 times?
Yep. Now look at those eyes. That is the eyes of a hunter. Oops, I keep clicking on random stuff.
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus Jadeite.
Yeah, I'll take that.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
Ms. Jiqiao...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus Jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
What? But all right then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn the Smaragdus Jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
It's mine!
That's not quite how the rules say this should go, but whatever. It'll do.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei. When you have the time, I'll be sure to visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, Have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Look at this face. This face of a hunter, ready to wring you for all that she wants.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
Let me think for a moment.
Yeah.
Well, that's that.
That smug face.
Wants too. That ends well, eh?
Exactly.
Now I want my teapot, please.
They've lost something, we end up searching all over for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents. Even though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Yeah.
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
I think there's more than just one reason.
Since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
What? Whatever that means, I'm also... Because I just want my stuff. Nope, not that way. Ugh. I'm having some acid reflux. Ugh. I guess I'll take the path instead of climbing up. Dun 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 dun. Madam.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes.
Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Oh, you. All right, then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you.
Okay.
You've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regular discounts too.
Okay.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot,
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
She said, get the fuck out.
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis.
A truly unique.
Indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all. Liyue is not the same place I once knew.
Granny.
All right then. let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Yeah.
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
And how long does it take?
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment. There we go. This Serenity Pot is all yours now. Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen.
Bomb.
Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Thanks, Granny.
Wait a minute, Granny. How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Yippee! Serenity unlocked. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Ooh, please select a realm layout. Ooh, floating. This one. Wait. Yes. Ah, flashbang.
This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's. There's even a great big house in the middle too. Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Get the chiseling, Paimon.
I can't do that. Well, you're the one with the sword anyway. You do it. Still, why is it so empty here apart from that house? Oh, wait a second. What is that?
Oh my gosh. So beautiful. It's like the place I like to AFK in 14. Hello.
Well, it seems that we have a visitor.
Oh my gosh, you're so cute.
It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not a finch.
Oh,
I
I'm
am a
sorry.
Teapot spirit, and you may call me, hang on a moment. What am I supposed to be called again? Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me Tubby.
Oh my gosh.
So you're the little helper Madame Ping mentioned?
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you.
That good or bad?
You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night.
So what are you exactly?
Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we Teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs.
Ooh.
You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like. As long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however you please.
Ooh.
Blueprints? Oh, that's right! us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look.
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, open them up.
Okay.
Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary materials. Then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the blueprint shall appear within this teapot.
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past. He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits.
Uh-huh.
This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely.
A golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be?
I wonder.
I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that adeptus again since.
How very strange.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm. If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me.
After using and summoning certain Teapot, interact and travelers can also use and summon the pot while they are within the confines. Interacting with it will allow travelers to leave. Travelers can directly open the map interference and fast travel to any of the teleport waypoints. Talk to Teapot Spirit to learn about manage. You can create all sorts of items from in the creation screen. Oh. Materials used together have been gathered all over the world. After obtaining furnishing, place furnishings to increase the additional energy rank of your certain teapot. As your increases, realm currency will accumulate faster. Spend realm currency in the realm depot and purchase various items. Once in a while, Teapot salesman will visit your bowl. There's a chance they'll bring rich treasures. Oh, this is like intricate stuff. F7. Travelers, please ensure that you follow our terms of service. Okay. Courtyard, building, landscape. I do have put you right here. Wait, what if I just put you inside? That'd be hilarious. Can I put you inside? I can't. You have to be a courtyard one. I could put you like... I could put you in there. No, this is fine. I'll have you right here to greet me. Landscape. What? Building. I want you like right here. Main building, okay. I don't have stuff. But I have inside stuff. Wait. Hi, Rui. Welcome in, welcome in. Rui, I was thinking, Renee's gonna be gone for the convention and everything. Are you gonna watch me be chaotic at times so I'm not alone? Wait, let me in. I have an important furniture piece. Okay, doorstairs. Yes, I'm gonna put him right here, right in the middle. Well, there's rooms, but he's gonna be right here. Yeah, no way. It's not like a be here always thing, but like joke around, because I'll do this. Let me do something. Here you go. Have fun. You can have a sword now too. Because you've been coming around a bit when I'm streaming. And I trust you because if you did anything bad, I can't threaten you, so I will threaten to cut off Renee's hands. Placing furniture, please wait. I did. This is the only furniture I need. Wait, I didn't place them correctly. Hold up, I want him to greet me when I come in. Oh, I see. Okay, save. So when I come in, it's right here. Beautiful. What's the upstairs look like? Guys, I don't have anything. I'm so poor. I'll probably off-stream mess with stuff. Ooh. Okay. I have a bunch of stuff. Okay. Mm-hmm. Interesting. All of the items. Wait, if I have a table, I can put them on a table at least. Table. Put you there for a moment. Put the table there. Then put you on the table. Very good. There, now you're not on the floor. My little ladle. Beautiful. And now what do I have for here? Yes, very cute. Landform. Trees. My gosh, this feels like Zoo Tycoon. I want some shade. Put it like right here. Aye. Confirm. Oh my gosh, this is like gonna irritate me. This is even, but the sunset makes it look wrong. The shade. Actually, I want to put it like right here. Because that way, if I get something that looks like little gardens, I can put them there. And it'll look nice. I only have one bush? No. Save. Nice. All my plants. Now I saw stuff over here I wanted to explore. I could just teleport there. What's this? Oh yeah, really. I finished Liwe. Now I'm just doing. Oh, why would they do that to me? Why would they give me something I want to explore? It's just expansions I could get. What is this? Ah. I've been played. My little crafting area. It was good. It was funny. I told Renee to tell you something, but Renee's been busy. Because leading up to that, it was a moment of I was talking to him in like the courtyard area and the thing of Signora came up and Paimon talks too much, and then we had like apparently a heavy tone because Zhongli came up and was like, y'all okay? And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna throttle him. And I told Renee, tell Rui I'm gonna beat his ass. Something like that. And then when that was coming up and he transformed, I'm like, I like this version more. It was also a point where when it was leading up to that, I'm like, Xenos wannabe. Oh, fun. Yeah. It was fun because, like, right before the third phase, when it was a pause, I'm like, Renee, should I go use the bathroom now? And Renee's like, yeah, go use the bathroom. I liked that part. That was probably the only part I liked him because he literally is combat sexual as well. He's like, LOL, I may have disrupted and caused chaos, but let's fight. This is the only amusement I will have. And I'm like, you know what? I feel you. And the way he got mad thinking I had the Gnosis was hilarious. I was like, okay, I like this version of you more. Give me your anger. Yeah, exactly. Battle sexual. Plus the music and everything was really good. Oh. What's up? Don't know if I told you, but these about the private spaces created. Most of that we use certain methods to seal our boat away from the rest and serious purity. After that, we can run dispatch. Is there anyone with this bitch that can enter? Before the spirit was in equilibrium state, those invited would only be able to exit through together with you. Uh-huh. Don't worry, you only need to use Spectra so your name. Then to yes, I can mention your friends in a great many places. Many applications. The special you need is pump pips. Xenos? Yeah. Which is funny because when it was one part of the cutscene where it was revealing the second, the other form and everything, I'm like, Ruby weapon? As I zoomed in on the like red helmet's face and I'm like, Ruby weapon? So Realm Dispatch is basically inviting friends to it. I cannot climb them. See, it's funny. It's funny because certain characters I don't get like also into because they're like, they're there, you know, but it's the ones that have like either get irrationally angry over me and want to fight me or have tons of angst that I'm like, okay, I'm listening. But when they're like just generally super protag characters or this and that, I'm like, you need some spice in you. Like, if you just look at... Hold up, what's the key again? I'll just do this. Party, 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 party. He's only a family guy because you want to give him family. You have angst, angst, angst. We're all angst in my party. Come on. We have so much to do. Oh, he has more lore stuff. So we get more stuff with him later. See here, now you can use your sword. Go ahead, use your power, Rui. Just click on his name. How did that feel? You have tasted power. I think this is the... Giving away a total of... Yeah. Yeah, by the way, I don't know if y'all saw that, but we're getting like 1,000 primo gems. More primo gems for our rolls. I don't have a lot, but I have enough for at least one tin pool. So I have 7 already. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can do at least 2 pools. 2 tin pools. More funds for your wife. Yeah. Which one is your wife? I have like several. Where were you talking about only? Oh, okay. Fishing? There's fishing? Oh no. Shun. Oh, okay, okay. I think Renee said that he got her on an alt. What are you? Okay. Not the banner, the ah. On the event. Hold up. Oh. Are we still live? Okay. I accidentally clicked on something. The pink haired one when I open up the events tab. This one? She's cute. I like the braids. I've been seeing a lot of this guy getting shipped with I don't remember his name. Renee told me, but the dude with the mask that people apparently have thirsted over for a long time, and he finally got shown again. This is wifey. Yeah, Capitan. I remember, okay, yeah, that makes sense because I remember I was joking with Renee about it. Like, Capitan. Ay, Capitan. Oh. I know recently he was in some meme I saw that I sent to Renee. I have so many to do. A character is currently involved in other quests. What? There's so much to do. Zoom in on my face. Okay. Wait, I thought I put it on my thing. Me? What? I can't quick swap. I just had to confirm. No. I give up. Let me out. Oh, I see, I see. I'll play you a jam. I fumbled keys, never mind, I give up, I'm embarrassed. The jam, the music. There's so much to do. It's like one of those things when you got through with so much and now you gotta continue. Oh yeah, I need to see something. Hold up. Yes, beautiful. Because I know I have to like go to the next place now, but there's like so much quest I have to act up, and honestly I'm like, I'm biased though. I want to do some character backstories, but then I have to do all of these. I'm gonna stop here though, because that was a good chunk. The child fight though was like probably one of the more hype moments for me. Cause then I'm like, oh, we getting serious. And I like that he was so pissed at me thinking I took the Gnosis whenever I'm just like, huh? What? I didn't do it. Like, I want them to be angry with me. That's better than just like, I don't know. Some of them I'm like, what in the world? Though I do get kind of put off when they kind of have to give you I got your nose. But we do get more of his lore later. Like, is he relevant to, like, the main story, see him again sort of thing? Or is it only side quest stuff? Oh, okay. And it's funny, I kept giving him so much shit, but I do actually feel a smidge bad for him for being blamed for everything. Mr. Worldwide. That's funny. This felt kind of like the Heaven's Ward of it. Well, no, not the Heaven's Ward. More like a Realm Reborn. Like, there were some parts that were a little bit slow because I just wanted to continue, and then it, like, riled up really fast. But overall, it was, like, needed story. So it was good. I don't know if I like Mondstadt story more. But maybe I'm a little biased. Okay, I'm gonna chill and get ready for later. I have stuff to do. Is it hype story? Is it like super hype? Okay. Yeah, to which it's kind of one of those things where it's kind of taking over my life. Genshin is. Because I told Renee, when I know that if I actually sat down and gave it some time, I would get sucked into it. Because that's how I am with stuff that has long-term story. Plus, I like the aesthetics. But yeah, you don't actually have to be here for all the streams. I was joking, by the way. But because I've seen you pop in often, I just went ahead and gave you the sword. You're good, you're good. Okay. I have stuff to do today. But later, we are chilling with Minecraft. It'll probably be this music or Minecraft music. And it'll be creative mode because I'm just going to be sitting there making giant monstrosities. But it will be more like soft, cozy talking. Chill time. Mainly to like yap about random stuff while doing it. A very chill nighttime time. Because next week then we'll switch over to doing survival mode. But this is going to be the make things and chill sort of thing. But tomorrow, Genshin all day. At a certain point, I probably might be mind numb to I think though it's a little bit overwhelming sometimes with so much to do, because ADHD moment, me and Renee were talking about it, where I'm like, I get so fucking distracted because I'll see things around the map or pop up or this and that, and there'll be so many things to do, and then I'm like, ugh, I'm exhausted. But it was fun. I enjoyed this story, especially the child fight. That was hype. It was so cinematic. Funny enough, I think I like that more than the cinematic fight afterwards. Like, that was hype. But the previous thing before that, the fight with Child, I was like, yo, this feels hype. Let's duke it out. Alright. Thanks for joining, Renee. If you are driving right now, I will stream later and then you can listen to that while driving, but be careful. And then Rui, thanks for joining in. Anyone else who's chilling, have a wonderful rest of your morning, evening, night, depending on where you are. I'm in your local storyteller, Greerdy, playing some of this nonsense. Now, later, we have cozy time. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.